Today we are going to simulate a MOSFET in enhancement mode, and we need to obtain the drain and transfer characteristics. Now first build the circuit, place component here, power sources, we require ground, okay, then DC power. We require two power sources, one for VGS and another for VDS. Next, transistors. Here we select MOSFET 3 terminal enhancement mode. So here we have enhancement mode transistor. This is N type MOSFET, enhancement MOSFET. Here we selected 2N7000. And then in order to measure the voltages and currents, so we require indicators. So we need 2 voltmeters, one for measuring VGS and another for measuring VDS. Next, ammeter for measuring the drain current. Select a minus plus H order. Now we placed all the required components. Then close the window. Then make the connections. If required, we can change the labels. Here is a go to label. Here select VGS, and this voltage source is VDS. Go to label and select VDS. So now we will go to simulate. Here analysis. Go to DC sweep. Simulate analysis DC sweep. Here go to this analysis parameters tab. Here we have two independent voltage sources. One is VGS and another one is VDS. So here first the source one, we need to plot the drain characteristics. That's why we need a curve between VDS and ID. So select this VDS voltage source as a source 1 and variation from 0 to 10 in terms of 0.5, the increment 0.5, and then use another source VGS. So for different VGS values we are going to simulate the curve. VGS varies from 3 to 5 with the increment of 1. So now we will obtain a curve between VDS and ID for different VGS values, that is 3, 4, 5 volts. And then go to output. So here we have I of VDS. Here just add expression. Here take the absolute value of I of VDS. Copy variable to the expression. So this expression we will consider. absolute value of I of VDS. So as ID is a negative value, we need to consider absolute value. Then if you click simulate, we will get the transfer characteristics like this. So in order to view the value, so we can go for show or hide legend option here. If you place this legend option here, this is for VGS 3, it is indicated with a red line. This is 3, and then blue line for 4 and green line for 5. So as the VGS increases, the ID value also increases. So this is the characteristic curve which we obtained for drain characteristics of enhancement MOSFET. Then close this curve, and then we will simulate the transfer characteristics. Go to simulate, analysis, DC sweep. Here we will simulate the transfer characteristics for a fixed VDS. So no need of another source, just uncheck this source too. And we need a curve between VGS and ID. So vary the VGS from 0 to 5 with the steps of 1. 0 to 5 in steps of 1. Here the output is the same, absolute of I of VDS. Simulate. You will get the curve like this. This is the transfer characteristic curve obtained between VGS and ID. So thus we simulated the enhancement MOSFET and obtained the drain and transfer characteristics.